Hey, what's going on? Welcome back to to the second break session of this second cipher. We got one more break session and two more work sessions. All right, so hopefully you got some stuff, made some progress on some things in that last one. So me, I got distracted. I was remember those projects I was saying I'm working on in the future, and I was doing some research. I just kept doing more research on them. So I haven't done any hardcore like programming yet, but some stuff for the future. So we'll see. Should be some cool stuff, and we may see something like what I'm working on. Like I have a site up already, and it's to kind of extend it. So we'll probably see it coming up. But for this, so we'll probably see the project that I'm talking about that I want to extend here. But for right now, want to take a look at this tweet that I came across, and it got me kind of excited about some cool things coming to the browser at some point. It's in Origin trials now, but like it looks cool, and I think it could be some cool things coming up. All right, so let me share my screen. I don't think I'm gonna need any audio for this. I hope everyone is doing well. Feel free to hit up the chat room and or ask any questions that you may have. All right. What happened? What is all this? Oh, here we go. All right. So I came across this. Is that flickering for anybody else? Is that? Hold on. Let me see. I got to check the replay here because it looked like it's flickering for me. So I may have to stop the screen share. Let's wait for it to load. Yes, okay, it is flickering. Let me stop the screen share real quick. That is weird. Okay, sorry about that. That was a weird flickering. Okay, let me try it again. Screen share 3, all right. Share. Cool, no flickering. That was weird. That was so random. I've never seen that before. Well, there's the first half of everything. So, but real quick, shouts to Sarah Drasner, Sarah Edo on Twitter. I'm going to add a link to her Twitter. She always posts some really cool things, and it came up on my feed. And so there's this thing that Jeff, okay, he goes by Jaffa the Cake. Oh, Jake Archibald. So let me copy his. So he has a blog post, and there's this thing called the Shared Elements Transitions API, and I'm going to show some examples of it kind of quick. So before you could do it like certain frameworks allowed you to do it. And so I saw Sarah Drasner, she created a demo using Vue, and I thought this was pretty cool. So, all right, so here we go. Here's the site. So, you know what? Yeah, cool. So this is the site that she created. Let me add this link to the thing here. Cool. So now you have this site here, right? And so check out when you click a person. Watch this. Did I break something? I might have. Oh, okay. Wait, hold on. Let me go to the actual. There we go. Hold on, real quick. Yeah, it's fine. Okay, so right here, so you can check out now. Check what happens when I go to another page. You saw how those elements were still there, like the picture was still there, just moved to a different area. So let me do that again. Okay, so you saw the picture and the follow button and the name, right? You saw how those stayed there, but everything else changed, and those moved. So that's pretty cool. And then here's the group trip thing. And when you get someone else, you select them. Oh, you have to select up here. So you have to go back up here. That's what it was. So you saw that? That's pretty cool. Went from the circle to a square image. And it pretty much does the same thing. for everybody. And then, so you saw the names change up here. So yeah, so that is the shared elements transitions API. So Svelte, so that's in Vue, just Vue, right? And here, Svelte has something similar, and they make it as straightforward as possible. It's called deferred transitions. So there's a whole transitions thing, but this is deferred transitions. And so let's say you, so it's like your to-do list, right? So these are things that are done. And so let's say write some docs. You got that finished. You saw it move to the done. That's kind of awesome. Now let's say you forgot to do it, and then what happens is it goes right back to the bottom. That is amazing. So I thought that's pretty cool. Okay, so that's that. That's in the Svelte docs. I'm going to also put this in the set of links here. Going to be a whole lot of links on this video. Cool. Now I've taken this. I'm a big fan of Svelte, and so a lot of my projects are built in Svelte. And so when I saw this, I'm like, oh, this would be cool to have in some projects, for the right. You don't want to just have things going all around all the place all the time. So I made this website, and it's like it says otech.events. I'm going to add a link to this as well if you want to check that out. And so, as it says, it's a place to watch Orlando Tech Talks. And so, some people couldn't make it out to different meetups. So, I was like, it'd be cool. I go to a lot of meetups anyway. And so, I figured, why not stream them for people who can't make it? I'm big into streaming. That's again, why I work at Vonage. I'm big into like communications and stuff like that. So it has a list of like all the upcoming meetups and things. The archive. So check this out. So now if you want to see the video, so you view more information. So you saw how it kind of like loaded in, like it came from the bottom, like it kind of slid up on top and just was there. So that's kind of similar to that. I have other ones that are better, but so this was, I think, my first time doing it. And so it kind of fades in and out. Pretty cool. All right. Then I created this site here for my travels. I wanted to have like a travel vlog thing. And so I created this, and it's actually Dwayne.in, but I bought the domain doing stuff in also. So it goes to that. So whenever I'm like at a conference or something, it could be like Dwayne.in California, or Dwayne.in Tampa, Dwayne.in Austin, or Dwayne.in whatever conference name. So that's kind of like where I was going for that. And so it's just on this page. So let's go to a site here. Cool. So let's ViewConf 20 US 2020 Austin, Texas, right? So let's view the stories. And so you saw how it kind of like it moved down, and then it brought this page up. And so this is just a 360 photo at the airport. Cool. So now that was that. Great. So then when you go back home now, you see it kind of like faded up. So, all right. So that's that. And it's cool because like you'll see in this next one. Now this one, I did a little bit more. So I think I'm getting better as it goes along. So this is the second to oldest thing that I've done. Now there's this other one. As a JavaScript developer advocate at Vonage, do a bunch of talks and things. So I wanted to have a place where people could go to see my slides page. So if I could say like, hey, my slides page is at myslides.page. So remind me, let me put a link to that as well. So these are some of the presentations I've given at different conferences and stuff. And so what's cool is that, well, let me just add this link. So what's cool about the site when I made it is that as I'm giving the talk, so let's say, here we go. So come here. All right. So this is a preview of the slides, like the first slide, the title slide, right? And then you click view my slides. Okay. So you saw like the little cartoon me didn't go anywhere. And this news thing here. And it seemed like the slides just got bigger. And now if you look, you're on a brand new page here. So before, go back home, so you're at home. And then when you view the slides, it's like you're so that basically is the slides. Now what's cool is that so this I do my slides ahead of time, which makes sense. That's what you normally do. But I do it and I post them here so that people can go to the site, to that URL, and as I'm giving the talk, the slides automatically transition to where I'm at live. So for people who are like, especially if I'm giving it live and people can't, if it's like a big place and people can't see it, they'll be able to see it all there. And I always give like different like links and stuff. So it's just easier to be able to check out links or code snippets or like little demos I may have embedded in the slides and stuff. So you can kind of see it there. So yeah. And then plus, as I'm speaking, same way I have the web speech recognition API going on here, I have that there also. So as I'm speaking, it pops up as like little speech bubbles on the cartoon meme. So yeah, so that there, I just wanted to show like that's kind of for me the same page transition stuff. So it's not as cool as Sarah Edo's, Sarah Drasner's, but you know, I'm still getting there. And so now this is the actual thing here. So this is the article from Jake Archibald. And so let me put a link to that also. So now, like I said, this is a thing that's in Origin Trial. So I think you have to sign up or do something. They tell you in the blog. But like you can, I think was it Chrome 92? I think it was. So okay, so this is the effect they're trying to go for. So maybe in your contacts on your phone, you may have seen something like this. So you select somebody's name and it goes to the details, but it keeps some of the elements there so that you know from the transitions that makes a little bit more sense. You know what I mean? And so you can see like Alfonso, all right, this is his contact information. So it's kind of like the transition. So the shared element transitions. So you have shared elements that transition from one state to the next. And that's coming to the browser, which I think is cool. And so, yeah, so you saw it. So the previous examples were using like frameworks, but now it's going to be a thing that's in the browsers, which I think is super cool. So goes on to say, now here is a Preact website that they created using it. And so since I don't have the Origin Trial stuff set up, so but you can kind of see how it looks. So you saw that? Like the pages kind of like just fade in. So yeah, so it's kind of close to my other examples, like the Dwayne.in, the map one, and also the otech.events one. But that's pretty cool. Let me see how to use it. And it kind of just goes on to you enable the document transition in the flags. So to experimentally look without an Origin Trial token. Oh, so you could do this locally by just enabling the flag. All right, cool. But then you can enable support during the Origin Trial phase. So, okay, here we go. Chromium 92. The shared element API, transition API is available as an Origin Trial in Chromium. Cool. So I guess not just Chrome. I don't know. I don't mess too much around with. I want to have the same browser that the people using it, my applications will have. So a lot of times I don't use like the Origin stuff, but this is pretty cool. So the Origin Trial is expected to end in Chromium 94. Okay, so Origin Trials allow you to try new features and give feedback on their usability, practicality, and effectiveness to the web standards community. Cool. For more information, see, okay, so it tells you how to sign up for it. Cool, then you can request a token for your Origin. So it steps you through on how to do it. And then for certain transitions, cool. Yeah, so I'm just super excited to kind of see this come together and be actually available in the browser to where we could just use it in our projects. So in the future, multi-page apps, transitions between pages is currently impossible. Okay, but this API intends to fix that. So then you can take a look at how that is. And then in future, nice. Multi-page across cross-origin apps. Huh. Okay. Interesting. So that means be able to go between different like URLs and stuff, like different domains. I gotta read through this more, but I thought that was super cool and play with it a little bit more. But yeah, so this is the coming soon shared element transition API. And so shouts to Jake Archibald. Cool. Shouts to Sarah Drasner. And yeah, so all these things are going to be available in the archive video of this broadcast here, and you'll be able to check out all the links and stuff. So yeah, shouts to Sarah Drasner, and I have the links to everything right. Cool. So again, this is the action. So this, I'm pretty excited about it. Oh, let me get rid of this thing here. So I think this is going to be pretty cool. So the web is just getting more and more powerful. It's kind of amazing. So I'm a big fan of the web, and I'm glad to see these things happen. Let me know what you think. If you think this is, I think it's going to be super cool. And like I said, I've already used it for certain projects already, and to have it in the browsers, I think is going to be pretty cool. So, all right. So I'm going to get you all back to work now. So let me create this highlight video. And yeah, so cool. See you 15 minutes after the hour for the final break session of this second cipher for the week. All right. So again, thank you all for hanging out. I'm going to play this outro music. So let me stop the screen share. So again, let me know what you think about the shared element transition API, because I think that can help with the whole, like, make it feel more native kind of things, like the web, make it feel more native on devices. So word. And plus it looks cool. So yeah. All right. Thank you all once again. Let me get out of here. So again, we'll be back in 15 minutes after the hour. And thank y'all. And I wish you much productivity in whatever it is that you're working on. All right. Thanks, y'all. Be easy. Peace. Let me share the screen. Make sure I have audio, because there's some joints and jams on here. Shouts to Nujabez and Apani B Fly MC. All right, here we go. Oh, wait, let me get y'all back to work. Here we go. All right, thanks, y'all.
But let me start from the heart. I just want to stay. I thank you all for showing love to me. I appreciate this unique opportunity. I'm gonna rock so hard you never stop supporting me. I'm gonna show you how music is more meaning to life. I thank you all for showing love to me. I appreciate this unique opportunity. I'm gonna rock so hard you never stop supporting me. I'm gonna show you how music is more meaning to life. But let me start from the heart. I just want to stay. I thank you all for showing love to me. I appreciate this unique opportunity. I'm gonna rock so hard you never stop supporting me. I'm gonna show you how music is more meaning to life.